And the Razorbacks will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Nice job ruining that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because you did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week.
Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And that is a play the big fella is never going to forget. Johnny on the spot, he's able to scoop up the fumble, and there was just green grass out ahead of him, and the big fella rumbling and stumbling as far as his legs would take him.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute. You've got to lock in.
Wants to fire on second down. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Falls at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Durant. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Nicholson. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Northwestern was able to come away with the win, as they have in Evanston so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off play action on first down. Caught over the middle. It's shot. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Hard-hitting tackle.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys, too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Never a doubt. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. That's caught. It's Nicholson. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays.
Breaks into the open. not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Gives it on the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lets it fly deep downfield. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, by no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country. But you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Hauls it in. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Running back searching for a hole. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. He has 60 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing... the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David. Execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready? Razor. 42 Spider. 42 Spider.
To the air on first down. Working that left side now. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle. It's Durant. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll immediately call timeout. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete to the left. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone with the run. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, the ground game. Crosses the 45. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. He's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. Looking for a gap. It's Acker. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter,
he's going to throw deep right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll move the tight end. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Canes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Going right to work up top. Completes it in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Acker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Putting together a real score. And here as they pick up the first down at the 36. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle. Prevent this guy.
Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. And the Razorbacks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Nicholson. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
42 Spider.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field.
Get set. Get set.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive... Down, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw. It's Perkins. He's got it. Gets away from one. Finds it. He smashes his way through again. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's loose down the left side. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They want that clock to run. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Okay, ready?
The Razorbacks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're trying to slam it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Perkins. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And the Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. He makes the catch at the 10. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
The give to the back. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The inside handoff. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to